You see, them that are rich, they face their demons. Their demons is this: they are caught up in their own wealth. Their intent is not to please God. Their intent is to please their pocket. I would rather to be poor and without financial strength, but I am rich in the spirit and I acknowledge my God. People have heard people talk about that only poor people can serve God. Only people that don't have anything can serve God. I disagree. Nothing is wrong with wealth, but the type of wealth that we have first is the wealth that cometh from the Lord, not from men. Is the wealth that doesn't distract us. What good would it mean for us to gain all these things and we lose our soul? Brothers and sisters, I hope this video find you and your family doing well. I hope this video find you in health. Blessed friends, I want to give you a short testimony. I grew to come see my grandmother struggling. She has nothing. She buy and she sell. I used to sell with her. And I saw that she struggled and buy a piece of land. When she finished buying the land, only to hear that a brother come saying that it's his sister land and so she can't build there. And there's a struggle, internal struggle with the sisters and brothers. But she already paid her money. She got no refund. So she decided that I have paid for this land, I have a title for the land, I have this for the land, so I'm going to just make house on it. She struggled to get it up, put up a one room, and every time she put it room to ready to deck it off, the man used people around the area to try to damage the house. But she did fight and fight, but she was also facing spiritual battle because this man is tied up in a lot of voodoo. It's so up that she persists and she started the building. But there was always people trying to watch her and try to destroy the building. God gave her strength and she did carry through. But only to find out, my friend, that this very man that is trying to remove my grandmother, or tried to remove my grandmother, he had land all over the place. He had so much. He has so much, I should say. And this man was trying to remove my grandmother from a little piece of property. Why am I telling this story? You see, them that are rich, they face their demons. Their demons is this: they are caught up in their own wealth. Their intent is not to please God. Their intent is to please their pocket. I would rather to be poor and without financial strength, but I am rich in the spirit and I acknowledge my God. People have heard people talk about that only poor people can serve God. Only people that don't have anything can serve God. I disagree. Nothing is wrong with wealth, but the type of wealth that we have first is the wealth that cometh from the Lord, not from men. Is the wealth that doesn't distract us. What good would it mean for us to gain all these things and we lose our soul? The type of wealth that man should seek is the wealth that don't distract, the wealth that put in resource in God's people. I've often questioned, how can these pastors be so rich and wealthy while their members, people that follow them, don't have? And the only time they consider to help the people that don't have is when a Salvation Army truck come, or there's some food where they can say they call the people. But when it comes to the resources of the church and the church members that show their offering, those money are accumulated to pay they will talk about the church bills, and those money are accumulated to pay the pastor and his secretary and his drummers and his choir. Those resources are not pulled together to help the person that don't have. I saw something done at a church, a party that time, and I so commend it. And this is how it's supposed to be done. There was this lady that came and she said, she owe a lot of money. Can't pay her money. I think she said she owe about $50,000. And the pastor said, you got to collect often. And the pastor decided to say, you know what? Scare everybody start carry the offering come, everybody start show them $10 and $20. And when the pastor is, when it's all over, and the pastor look and see the money don't reach it where it's supposed to reach, the pastor go in his own pocket and put the rest and take all that money and give to the lady. And I commend pastor like that. Whether he did it sincerely or not, I commend it because that's how the church resource is supposed to be used. When Peter and the disciples went out and they started to accumulate the money around around their followers, and they say, sell all their possession. What they do with the money, share it again among them that are in need. But today we're living in a time when everybody is for themselves. We're living in a time when everybody is for themselves. Nobody want to share or care anymore. If I give you something, I must be getting back something. That is how men operate. So I told this story at the beginning for a reason. I'm saying to you, while we're distracted and we desire wealth and riches, wealth, the type of wealth that we should desire, is the wealth that does not distract us in this life. The wealth that doesn't lead us away from God. The wealth that doesn't pull our minds away from God, but we spend more time with the Lord. For what good would it mean for us to gain the world and we lose our soul? I tell you again, I would rather to be poor, but rich in the spirit, acknowledging my God always. Always surrendered, always humble, always meek. Brothers and sisters in Christ, this particular man, he has so much, but he's still trying to remove somebody out of the place, not considering where will the person go or how can I help this person, seeing I have so much. No, everybody for themselves. And most of these people that we see have wealth and riches, they step on somebody to get up to the top, and they also deny others the blessing that they have, because everybody want to show themselves to be wealthy or show themselves to have. And because I have, I want them to look to me to tell me that, yes, that's Mr. Johnson. That's why I know. My mindset is to always make people know that we're always one people. Nobody's more than anybody. There's no Mr. Johnson because you are Mr. too. Be it your status for me will never be your wealth. Your status is where you are in Christ. That's your status for me. But we're living in a society where your pocket is what tell how valuable you are. And it has been so for some time. So my friends, do not trouble yourself too much with these material things or material gains. Be grateful and thankful for what you do have. It will be better for you to be poor financially, but rich in the spirit, because heaven and earth will pass away. We take nothing. When a man leaves this world, he starts to leave with him. And if you want to say, I want to get all of these wealth for my family, what good is to you that your family should inherit your wealth, but at the end of the day, their soul is lost, as you may be? What sense, what good is that? The righteous doesn't heap up their blessing where moth and rust can reach those. Our blessing comes from the Lord. Our help comes from the Lord. Our achievement, our wealth comes with the Lord. He says, come with his reward to give to every man according to the works. So we know our wealth, our health, our blessing come from the Lord. So brothers and sisters, I hope this few words spoken by me was well received. May the Lord bless you and bless your hands. May continue to preserve you. Please consider subscribing to this channel and give me a thumbs up, because YouTube, I've been a bit restricting my videos. They're not getting much view as I used to. So if you're able to help me with that, it will be so much appreciated. I will see you in the next video, friends, and I hope you stay blessed and in Christ as we wait his return.